another week, boys, and another TWAAAAB. This week in Destiny, first and foremost, we'd like to take a moment to thank every single one of you. To thank you for your time, your voices, your posts, your comments, your videos, and just the crazy amount of passion you have for our games. Bungie wouldn't be what it is without this community, and 2025 yet again proved this to be true. We hope the year has treated you well and hope you all have time to rest as we head into the end of the year. The last 2 weeks of Renegades have been a blast. Seeing stories of which Praxic Blade color Guardian started out with or which blaster has been their favorite to master so far in the Lawless Frontier has been a thrill for us. With the Equilibrium dungeon conquered by Team Tommy, we now come to the end of our launch phase. With the start of the dawning this week, we're looking forward to taking our collective foot off the gas just a little during this holiday period. Still, we have much more work ahead of us. The blog will be entering a form of stasis for a few weeks, but many of us will be working through the winter break to solidify our 2026 plans and beyond. Stay tuned. Interesting. I'm Bungie coming out here being all thankful. All right, everybody being grateful. It's Christmas time. Now, the final TWID of the year. This week in Destiny, we are eating cookies around the bonfire with our friends and allies before taking a well-deserved winter break. After launching Renegades, getting a few updates out, watching another mind-blowing dungeon race, and kickstarting our dawning event, it's time for the teams at Bungie to get a few days off. Your favorite community team in the world will be taking a break from the TWID until January the 8th too, so treasure the topics we have for today. Equilibrium Dungeon Race winners. Dawning Fashion is here, and Dawning Creations. Twitch drops for Dawning. Oath of the Renegades wraps up today. Bungie Foundation end of the year update. New chapter of the new player guide. Community team updates by 2025. Congrats to the Equilibrium Dungeon Race winners. No matter how many races we have for raids and dungeons, this community always finds new ways to amaze us. The team that won our Equilibrium's world first race did it in a little under 2 hours, which is a feat on itself for any contest mode activity. Warlocks and Titans seem to be very valuable for this one, but it also seems that those recently buffed Hunter Tethers helped a bunch. Congratulations one more time to Team Tommy. Back-to-back dungeon race legends. Yeah, I think these guys also won, what was it? Was it Sundered or Vespers? Those of you who also partook in the contest mode dungeon over the weekend, you rock. It's a tough challenge, so no matter if you completed the ordeal or not, feel proud of yourself. Now it's time to focus on completing a few runs so you can get the Taken Crystal for your fancy Praxic Blade, and on completing the mission that Honor Maul gave us so you can unlock gear focusing. And those of you who dare, remember this dungeon has a feat system that allows you to increase difficulty for better rewards, and that completing the dungeon solo and or flawlessly has special rewards. Get in there, Guardians. All right, so let's see your Dawning Fashion. Happy Dawning, everyone. Have you been baking cookies for your allies? It's once again that time of the year where you dress up as something very cool, and we give you an emblem for your effort. Let's do this, Guardians. Welcome to the Dawning Fashion 2025. The rules are simple. Take inspiration from the Dawning to dress up your Guardian. Share your fashion with us using hashtag DawningFashion2025. No more than 3 people per submission, and share your Bungie ID in your posts. Since this activation will be taking place during the holiday break, we will have all of our picks in the January 8th TWID. You have until then to work on your fashion. As for the reward, we are giving away the Felix Galaxis emblem. Check it out here. Am I saying that right? Galaxis? That's the emblem though. Look at it. Look at it. And some Dawning creations, but fashion is not enough for us. The same way you'll be baking cookies in Destiny 2. How about you cook something in real life too? Cookies, snaps, shortbread, tarts, snickerdoodles, whatever you feel like, add some sweetness to the life. The rules for this one are very simple. Bake us some cookies or dessert inspired by the Dawning. Take a picture of it and share it with us on social media using hashtag DawningCreation2025. No more than 3 people per submission, and share your Bungie ID. Now, similar to our fashion activation, you have until our next TWID on January 8th to work on it. Be careful and don't hurt yourself while baking. We also have an emblem to give away for this category, the new Before Dawn emblem. Oh, all right. I might have to bake something. That's a pretty good looking emblem. All right, Twitch drops for the Dawning. That's not all for the Dawning. Tune into your favorite streamer, and you guessed it, you get more emblems. Watch any Destiny 2 stream on Twitch for 30 minutes to unlock this moment forever emblem. Sexy. You can even gift a sub and get this emblem. Very festive. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Twitch drops for the Dawning will run from December 16th until January the 6th. All right, so Oath of the Renegades wraps up today. Oath of the Renegades is running its final event today. Tune in to the Syndicate Lieutenants and pledge your loyalties to them as they fight for the last chance to declare victory over their syndicate. You still got time to support them in one last hurrah. Check out the Oath of Renegades site to pledge to a content creator and help your syndicate earn points. Points can be earned for 2-hour durations between December 18th until December the 19th by starting the timer on the site and completing the task on your My Task page. Oh, there you go. There'll be rewards on each of the creators' streams. Good stuff. You can get emblems. Good stuff. All right. I will say this. I think this contest was a bit unfair. Just saying. Everybody's pledging to Totality Division for obvious reasons. Behemoth is really good. So I'm just saying, I feel like the Pikers should get like an extra 30% added to their score, roughly, maybe 40%, because everybody just wants to do Totality Division for the Behemoth. You know what I'm saying? Hell, maybe even Tharsis. All right, so Bungie Foundation end of the year update. You did it again, Lightkeepers. Your collective desire to do good powered another incredibly impactful year for the Bungie Foundation, bringing hope to those who need it most. Here's just a few of the many highlights of what your generosity made possible. Supported 23 Little Light partners across the world, providing entertainment, distraction, and joy to tens of thousands of kids facing their toughest days in children's hospitals and clinics. Fulfilled 47 Make-A-Wish requests, including building top-tier gaming PCs, shopping sprees, e-bikes, hot tub lifts for aquatic therapy, and electronic items like cameras and laptops to help wish kids pursue their passions. From devastating wildfires in Los Angeles to crisis in Sudan, Ethiopia, and Gaza, your support enabled our humanitarian net partners to respond quickly and deliver timely, meaningful aid. Recognize key awareness and recognition months throughout the year, supporting veteran and military families, LGBTQ+ youth, disability inclusion, and mental health initiatives through focused campaigns and partnerships leading to tens of thousands of dollars in donations to well-deserving organizations. It's amazing to see all that we can accomplish as one community working together to put a dent in the universe. Thank you for once again putting your trust in our mission and our values. None of this would be possible without you, your passion, and your generosity. Yo, big stuff, dude. Big stuff, guys. Good stuff. Thank you, really, for everybody that contributes to this stuff. Really, really. One last Bungie Bounty for Good in 2025. You asked, we're delivering. The weekend edition of the Bungie Bounty for Good is here this Sunday, December 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join the Foundation fam. Pick is going to be there. Tryhard, Tristan, Notmash, Abby, Alan, Ridley in the Crucible for our final Bungie Bounty for the year. Match to defeat our fire team, and the faster than light emblem is all yours. Tune into the Bungie Foundation Twitch channel for cozy Crucible vibes and some holiday fun. Now on to 2026. 2025 may be wrapping up, but we got our eyes up and focused on what's next. We'll see you in January for Games to Give 2026. The action kicks off January the 12th, and we've got some incredible things in store for this campaign. Much love, the Bungie Foundation team. All right, Donnie sell the Bungie store. Okay, new lights and more in the player guide. We keep adding more chapters to our updated Destiny 2 new player guide. There's a lot to cover, so it's going to take us a few weeks to fill it with everything new players need to know about the game. Thanks for your patience. You can read our second chapter about onboarding as a new light, the content that freshly minted Guardians can play here. All right, community team updates. The Destiny 2 community team has recently grown a bit. This final tweet of the year felt like the perfect opportunity to not only introduce the newcomers, but to also remind you of the wonderful people who are listening to your input, evaluating how you feel about the game, and communicating your feedback to the rest of the dev team. We'll start with the newbies, then move to the folks you may already be familiar with. Evan Scapes, Burnman, Destiny Global Community Lead. Greetings, Guardians. I'm elated to have joined the Story Destiny community team and for the privilege to serve as your global community lead for a franchise I've admired throughout my career. While I've been helping produce TWIDs, build patch notes, and collaborate with feature leads on Dev Insights content over the past few months, my North Star has been listening to you, our players, and learning how best to represent your insights and interests to the greater dev team. While I explore the Soul system on my Hunter main when not skimming Reddit threads or lurking in Twitch streams, I also host board game gatherings, play a variety of RPG titles, throw math rocks to rarely hit things with my 5e half-orc barbarian, and have an abiding love of 80s horror movies. I promise to include cat tags on Naruto and link in articles whenever I could sneak them in. All right, so we've got Froggle Nafloat, Destiny Senior Community Manager. Froggle Nafloat. Hi, everyone. I'm one of Destiny's senior community managers, and I am newer on the team than most of these amazing people I get to work with, as I only started a few months ago. I've worked to refine and optimize our ability to collect and store feedback submitted by our lovely community across a variety of social channels, and I've worked on quite a few TWIDs since I've started. So you've seen my work throughout the past months there as well. Frog on a float. Oh, shit. The last fucking TWAB, we can't get shit right. Whenever I have free time, I'm a connoisseur of crocheting, writing, and dealing with my cat. I'm also the gotcha person on the team. HSR and IN are my main ones, if you know, you know, but can otherwise be seen playing Warlock and leveling up my fashion in game. If I'm not doing any of that, I'm probably reading 6 of Crows again. All right, beautiful stuff, guys. I would go through all of these, but I got to go play Path of Exile. We've got Bruno, of course, you guys know about. Mitch, social media manager for Destiny. Dorado, Senior Technical Community Manager. My name also goes by Drew Tucker. Very nice, very nice. Connor Powell, technical community coordinator. And then you got Cosmo, principal community manager. Get out of my office. And then DMG, Brad. Love it, man. Love it. All right. Known issues. They're there. They'll get fixed eventually. All right. As the final outro for this year's TWAB. Farewell 2025, greetings 2026. What a year this has been. We've been through many changes with the launch of the Edge of Fate and even more recently with Renegades, and we are incredibly excited to jump into next year. We couldn't do this without you. We know we say this all the time, but it's because it's true. Your support is invaluable and your feedback helps us focus on what truly matters. Please keep it coming in 2026. Before we close here, we want to remind one last time that we are entering a quiet few weeks for Bungie. While the operations center will stay working and we will have comms if some issues arise during the dawning, we won't have another TWID until January the 8th, and our social media presence will be reduced. We wish you all a fantastic time during the holiday season. No matter how you choose to celebrate, go for long walks, cook some fancy food, spend quality time with your loved ones, enjoy a hot drink if it's cold outside, or something on the rocks if it's warm, and find time to read a book, watch cozy films, and play cool games. Thank you for being our guardians, the Destiny 2 community team. All right, that's the closeout for the year, boys. It's been an interesting year. Well, I think we may even talk a look back on 2025, Destiny 2025. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the game literally almost died, but we got to test how low we could go. You know what I'm saying? It's a good exercise. I was curious. I didn't know how low we could go, and then we got there. Did it? You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Something here recently I feel like it's kind of crept back into the world of Destiny. I feel like a little bit of magic is kind of returned. I think a lot of that is, well, I'm enjoying the lightsaber a bunch, way more than I thought I ever would. And Renegades has been pretty good, but I feel like, we got a little bit of magic back. Are we back? No, of course not. But it's good to at least say, hey, what we're playing, it's actually fun. I'm actually having fun with it. Hope for the future, one could say. Hope for the future, man. I like good video games. I like games to grab me by the balls. And look, I'm dangling in them, Bungie. I'm dangling these nuts out there, and I'm just asking for you to firmly grasp them once again. Will 2026 do it? I don't know. I hope. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.